In the past few weeks, since we've had this, shall we say, impasse, because they won't reveal the terms of engagement, many things have been accomplished that are collateral benefit to the discussion. And they relate to, on December 20th, new emails showed that 91 minutes after Trump's phone call with the Ukrainian president, a top OMB aide asked DOD to hold off on sending military aid to the Ukraine, directly related to that call. On December 29th, was public revelations about Mulvaney's role in the delay of the aid, the effort of lawyers at OMB, DOJ, and White House to justify the delay, and the alarm that the delay caused within the administration, because everyone was not in agreement. Last Thursday, newly unredacted Pentagon emails exposed serious concerns by administration officials about the legality of the president's hold on the aid, aid to Ukraine. And just this week, Bolton announced that he would comply with a subpoena compelling his testimony. His lawyers have stated he has new relevant information. These and other of our investigation and our articles necessitate a fair trial with documents and witnesses. They don't want documents, the documentation. They don't want witnesses. They may want a dismissal, which is proof that they cannot clear the president of the wrongdoing that he has put forth.
So are you going to hold the articles indefinitely?
No, I'm not holding them indefinitely. I'll send them over when I'm ready. And that will probably be soon. I just, he said, if you don't send them over, I'm going to pass the Mexico-U.S.-Canada trade agreement. Okay. No, we want to see what they're willing to do and the manner in which they will do it. But we will not let them say, oh, this is just like Clinton, fair is fair. It's not. Documentation, witnesses, facts, truth. That's what they're afraid of.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.